Today, we have some unfortunate news coming out of Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. On Monday, October 30th, 2023, Lightning Rod will be closing for the 2023 season, as Dollywood begins work to remove the launch from Lightning Rod and replace it with a chain lift hill. Now, there have been rumors of Lightning Rod getting a chain lift for years, but I never thought this day would really come. Not only is Lightning Rod my favorite roller coaster in the world, but this roller coaster ignited my passion of amusement parks and roller coasters, and the launch is one of my favorite parts of that ride. I'm honestly really sad to see it go. Personally, I think the launched lift hill on Lightning Rod really helped this ride stand apart from other roller coasters, and especially other RMC roller coasters. My next visit to Dollywood is in November of this year, but that's after Lightning Rod closes to remove the launch. Unfortunately, it looks like I'll never be able to experience that launch ever again. Now let's please have a moment of silence for Lightning Rod as we know it.
Cause you had a bad day, you take it one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know, you tell me don't lie, you're working a smile.
Okay, I'm just kidding. It is unfortunate that the launch is being removed, but I think there are some benefits to this. I don't think this is just bad news. I am sad about my favorite roller coaster being altered, but there are some important details that I left out of the beginning of this video. First of all, their reasoning for doing this is downtime. They explain that the ride was down way too often and they want to improve guest satisfaction. They've heard way too many guests complain about Lightning Rod being closed, so now they're taking steps to fix that. This is a little confusing to me, because in previous years, Dollywood has defended the reliability of this ride. They've stated that although it's had its issues, it is now a lot more reliable, and it's running more than it's down. They've also said in previous years that the new steel-tracked areas of the ride will help with reliability, but I guess it's still been having issues, so it's unfortunate it's had to come to this. Nonetheless, this still might be better than the ride being down all the time. At least people get to ride a version of this ride now. Not the original version, not the 2017 version, not the 2021 version, just a version. To me, it seemed like the reliability of this ride has been a lot better in recent years, but it seems like Dollywood thinks it could still use some work. I think this just shows that Dollywood has really high standards for their rides, and hopefully now Lightning Rod will be able to meet those standards. Two important details I left out earlier are the speed of the chain lift and the fact that the ride's getting brand new trains. In this announcement video, it was stated that the ride would crest the lift hill at 13 miles per hour and still reach the top speed of 73 miles per hour, which once made it the world's fastest one roller coaster, although now it is considered a hybrid roller coaster. I'll be honest, once they slowed down the launch, the ride crawled over the top of the first hill. I doubt it was going 13 miles per hour, more like 6 or 8 miles per hour. I think this lift hill might actually make the ride faster. It might actually start running like it once was in 2016 and 2017 again. If the ride stops crawling over the top of the first hill, I think that's a huge improvement for the ride. It probably won't fly over that hill like it once did, but at least it won't crawl. I would love to see the ride running full speed like it once did, flying throughout that layout, and if that can happen with this chain lift, then frankly, I'm all for it. Now when it comes to the new trains, I have mixed feelings. I find that the trains that are currently on Lightning Rod are some of the most comfortable RMC trains I've been on. I've found that the Steel Vengeance restraints, and the Twisted Cyclone restraints, and Twisted Timbers are quite uncomfortable, although I've never had problems with Lightning Rods. I'm not quite sure why that is, but I've always assumed it's just the trains. I've just always thought that these restraints don't feel as bulky and uncomfortable as the other RMC restraints. And I really hope that doesn't change. Now besides just the restraints, these trains will be fundamentally different. These new trains will be interacting with a chain lift instead of LSMs, so they're going to be very different trains. I assume that they don't need the headrests on the trains now that the launch is gone, so they might remove those too. But that's just speculation on my part. One thing I'm really hoping is making a return is the thematic element in front of the front car on the train. Dollywood has removed most of the thematic elements from the train to reduce weight. The less weight there is on the train, the easier it is for the LSMs to launch the train. This was done to reduce downtime and reduce maintenance. But now that there's no launch, I don't see why they can't come back. I thought these thematic elements on the train always looked really nice, so I'd love to see them make a comeback. And most of all, I assume these new trains are going to reduce maintenance, reduce downtime, and improve the guest experience. I've never found Lightning Rod to be too rough, but I know some people can. Maybe these new trains will help. Because I can tell guest satisfaction is really important to Dollywood. Also, what do we call this right now? Is this Lightning Rod 2.0? 3.0? 1.5? 4.0? I don't know. There have been so many changes to this ride in the past, I don't know what version we're at now. Does this ride count as a new coaster credit now? Did it count as a new coaster credit 2 years ago? How many credits do I get for Lightning Rod? Oh, people are gonna have a fun time debating this. In conclusion, I'm very sad to see Lightning Rod lose its launch, but I'm very impressed by Dollywood's commitment to guest satisfaction and ride reliability. In all honesty, I think this change could be for the best, and we'll just have to wait and see. I think it's too early to jump to conclusions on whether this is a good choice or a bad choice. We just need to wait till 2024 and see for ourselves. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about this news. Are you sad to see Lightning Rod lose its launch? Are you happy about reliability? Maybe both? Let me know. Make sure to stay tuned for more amusement news. Like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.